Welcome, friends. Let us together rebuild this world so that we may live, laugh, and lore.
I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Not listening. I'm not listening.
Oh, that took.
Program loaded and ready.
Make it so.
Welcome to the Live, Laugh, Lore podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Tony.
And I'm Mark.
And Mark, we got a spooky one today.
Live, Laugh, Gore II.
Part 2. Slasher. Yeah. This is when the two knives come out. I think that was Scream 2, right? Wasn't that Scream 2 when they did the shing shing? Yeah.
Or you have the Ghostbusters with he's holding up 2, you know?
Yeah. Isn't that the huge marshmallow ghost that he does that?
Well,
who sings of 2? Who does the 2 thing?
It's just it's the ghost logo, but he's got 2.
The
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's in the first one.
In the first one,
yeah.
okay. I
Taylor and I just watched it last night. That's
really?
Why, she'd never seen it before. So
wow. So how many times do you think you've seen this one? Of Ghostbusters, that being.
Oh, I've seen Ghostbusters a lot, but it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah,
but growing up, we watched it all in this time frame of the year. You know what I mean?
I feel like I've seen it a lot, but like at the same time too, for whatever reason, I'm pretty good about memorizing movies. I mean, look at us, we're talking about a podcast, but that one for whatever reason does not stick in my head at all. Like I always forget, like Bill Murray is like a huge critic, like he's the main guy, and I was like. Every single time, I'm always like, oh, yeah, Bill Murray movies. And Ghostbusters is never on my list. I don't even think about it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But, no, that's super exciting. So you guys, is that kind of prepping it in? Just a movie night?
Yeah, spooky season has started, you know?
Yeah. You don't wait till October 1st to rock and roll it?
Dude, I love Halloween, so...
I'm the same way.
I like... September is fine with me, you know? I got the candy corn and peanut mixture going.
Wow, that's like
some hot apple cider. You know, I love it.
That's the lore, Mossing lore there.
It's just sad that it's been 85 degrees all of September, but it's it's fine.
See, I think that's why I can't get into it. You know what I mean? The crops are turning around us, so I thought that was like, oh, yeah, I'm starting to now feel like it. Yeah,
it's looking like it. I think so. September 21st, like the first day of fall, this year, was like 70s. It was rainy. It was a Sunday and it was raining all day and it was gloomy and I'm like, oh yes, it's fall, but you walk outside and it was
finally here,
warm, but I'm like, it's looking like fall, why can't it?
Like leaves are falling.
yeah
I feel like it needs to drop a few more degrees and then I'll feel like I'm starting into it. But that's the other thing too. Jenna and I were just talking, like, I mean, when it's just us two, we didn't really do it, but now like Peter's here, we're like going all out in decorations. Not crazy because he still can't. I mean, he doesn't know what's going on. But still, it's fun. You know what I mean, for us. And we've been deliberating what to do for his costume for a really long time. We're in between a couple, but the jury's still out. And ironically, I never thought that'd be such a big life decision of just figuring out what costume to put your, you know what I mean, little baby in. But yeah, it's their first one. You got to make it big. No, but speaking of costumes, you know, talk about Live, Laugh, Gore Part 2. I think the first kind of little section we want to talk about is costumes. So, Mark, you know, if you had to think back to all the times, because, by the way, we trick-or-treated a lot because you were out in the country.
Yep.
So you'd come to our house. So we almost trick-or-treated almost every year together, I would think. What do you think your favorite costume was? Maybe give me a top 2 or 3.
Okay, so let me see here. I did some classics, right? I remember being a vampire one year. I remember being Saint Mark one year.
Oh, yeah. That's when, you know, the grandma's measuring your neck for your collar.
Yeah. In high school, I was Wolverine one year. I really liked that one.
I remember that. That was pretty sick. That was a nice jacket.
It was a nice leather jacket. That was definitely one of my favorites. What else? What else did I do? Well, I don't remember what it was, but the best one at your house is I wore a mask one time, and all your neighbors thought I was your brother Josh.
Oh, you're right.
I didn't say anything, and they just thought, "Oh, Tony and Josh," you know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know where he was at.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I don't remember where he was at either. But I remember going trick or treating with. It was just me and you too, which made it weird because Paul wasn't there.
Yep. And
so what the heck were we? But I remember I was like Tony and Josh, and I was sitting there. I was like, "Dude, this is Mark."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what they talk about identity theft,
right?
You know what I mean? No, looking back at it, I think some of my most notable ones was I'll never forget because we were prime time during sequels. Jeez, no, prequels. I was right. Jeez, I don't know
yeah.
why I second guessed that. We were primetime during prequels. So I remember wearing Jango Fett costume. And it wasn't like anything crazy. It was like the Spirit Halloween one. You put on a mask or whatever. And we used to always parade like at our school. I think most schools do, like a whole Halloween parade. And someone's dad, uncle, or something was a part of the 501st. You know what the 501st are? It's kind of like a charity organization. They dress up in like real deal cosplay Star Wars. They go to like local children's hospitals and events, and it's all about building up money for charity. But they get the kids amped because like, oh my gosh, this is a stormtrooper. And this guy came in there, and the whole point is like he had a sign called the 501st. But every single time like a Star Wars character came up, he was always like, you know, in the background. I'll never forget. I was like, dude, my son. You know what I mean? Because he's technically, I'm Jango Fett. I'm the, you know what I mean? The dad of all clones. So, but he's dressed up as a clone trooper, and I got a big kick out. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, but it was like a real deal costume. I'll never forget that. So I think Jango Fett was, I don't know why that really struck me. That was a really fun one. I think the easiest one that my mom was probably most happy about was I went as Jason one year, not my brother Jason, but Jason the murderer kind of deal.
Yeah.
And that was literally a hockey mask that was like $4.
Yeah.
And I just wore like a flannel.
Yeah.
And jeans.
Easy peasy.
Easy. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Other than that, I don't remember any like, I think that was probably my big one. So I guess bleeding into it now, that's what we kind of remember. But
I was a Joker one year too, I remember.
Really?
Yeah, I had long hair. It's a lot of spray paint to cure, because I have thick brown hair.
Yeah.
It's hard to get it all green, but, you know.
It worked out?
Yeah.
Man, dude. And, well, I guess what, so this bleeds into, what do you think growing up? Like, some of the big, it's kind of crazy, all the big franchises that are, like, were super popular, that's what the costumes were that year. And I think we kind of had a heyday, because it was primetime Star Wars. It was primetime Harry Potter. I feel like that was, like, most of our years, even into high school, it was like Harry Potter, Star Wars,
primetime Dark Knight trilogy. That's why I was Joker.
Oh yeah, okay.
I based it off of Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, one of my buddies dressed up as a Dementor because Prisoner of Azkaban came out. I was so jealous. I was like, dude, that's so sick. Because it was like scary, but it was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so sick. I was trying to think of other franchises that came up, but I think that was a big one. I think Lord of the Rings, we were just too little. I don't think a lot of people dress as Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I mean they're more intricate. I mean, anyone can do Gandalf. You just wear a gray robe and a gray hat. Right?
Yeah, maybe there was a few Gandalfs. I feel like a Gimli's not bad either.
Gimli's not. Yeah, Hobbits. I don't. The other ones are more intricate. I think it's not. You can't.
They've got a look. They got style.
They have a look that you would have to buy things for, right?
Yeah.
You can find a gray robe and a gray hat pretty easily, I think, and a fake beard. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think my favorite Halloween costumes, not even my own costume, now that I'm really thinking about it, shaking the brain bush, it was actually Jason, my older brother. He went one year as SpongeBob, and so my parents literally got a box and painted it like yellow. And I don't know, I just thought it was so cool that my mom and dad made that, and you know what I mean? Probably more my mom than my dad.
Well,
no
Joe
offense,
did that too.
Did Joe do that too?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Jason and Joe went as SpongeBob or something.
I don't know if they were together or not, but
maybe I'm thinking of Joe and it's not even Jason.
Yeah, maybe, because my mom handcrafted it, and the hole was the mouth.
Yeah.
Joe, it was Joe.
It had to have been. Oh, okay. Well, I was giving my mom more props. Sorry, Mom. You know what I mean? That's so funny. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it was definitely Joe.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. Okay. So, but yeah, no, going back, and the reason why this sparked the whole, talk was Jenna, myself, and Peter were just walking in Target, and we were, just kind of snooping around, just walking around, really just getting out of the house, right? And we were walking around, we went through the costume section, and it's so crazy to see, like, nowadays costumes, like, and the franchises that, are really a part of kids. So first and foremost, I'm so glad ninjas never left. You know what I mean? Were you ever a ninja? I had at least 2 or 3 years.
So.
I think everyone did. And there wasn't like any big ninja movies out, but they were just, I felt like that was it.
Right.
So I saw a blue ninja there and I was like, dude, that's so sick. I thought it was like Ninjago or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Just generic blue ninja. I was like, that's so sick. And then I think the other big thing that really shocked me was the amount of video game. So instead of like movies, it was all video game costumes. So for example, Minecraft. Huge.
Oh, yeah.
You can be Ender Dragon, Creeper, Minecraft Steve. Like, literally half the rack at Target was Minecraft. The other quarter-ish was, like, Fortnite. I thought that'd be a little bit bigger, but when you think about, like, people buying costumes and stuff, I think maybe Minecraft's more the target demographic. Fortnite may be a little bit older.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I was just so blown away that it was like mostly games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there was another game franchise there, and I can't remember. But it threw me off. I was expecting more like movies and stuff. But when you think about it, there hasn't been a lot of like Star Wars released recently. Right. There hasn't been any Harry Potter released. There's been some like Marvel movies, so like Deadpool and stuff like that within the last year or two. But I don't know. I was just shocked at the costume selection. I thought for sure.
Yeah, it comes in phases, right? I mean, so next year when the HBO Harry Potter movie comes out, I'm sure there'll be, Harry Potter costumes, you know, and or whenever the next Rey Star Wars movie comes out, there'll be that. But you also have to think that's a Meyer.
Oh, Mandalorian. They did have the Mandalorian. Sorry. That was
so
yeah. They did have the only Star Wars I saw was the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Which is kind of shocking. There's always like a stormtrooper or a clone trooper, but
right.
It was a Mandalorian, just a Mandalorian.
Right. But also places like Meyer or Target, they only have one section.
It's no Spirit Halloween.
I was going to say, Spirit of Halloween still has all of that. You can get Harry Potter, Star Wars, any Lord of the Rings. I mean, you can get whatever you want.
Okay, so maybe I need to backtrack and.
But
maybe
they are like twice as expensive as Spirit Halloween. So.
Because I think they're hoarding them. You know what I mean? They're carrying on from the next year. Yeah, so maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe I have the bad. That was researcher bias, right? We just went to Target, so but Target's kind of a good feeler. I feel like that was whatever, but yeah. I don't know. I was just kind of taken aback. I thought it would be a lot more movie franchises, but there's a lot more game franchises, which is not a bad thing. But I just kind of assumed. But yeah, no, Mark. Sorry. So this is the. I don't know. I'm apologizing. Yeah. But yeah, Mark. This is like part 1 of Live, Laugh, Gore Part 2, I guess. But I just wanted to talk about the costumes.
2.1.
2.1. Yeah, this is 2.1. I just want to talk about the costumes and different things because we spent it so much. So
well, and just like. We talked about with Ben, dog movies were a hit when we were kids, right?
Oh,
and that's not the thing anymore, right? We had different interests when we were kids than the kids now, So just the market shifts, and that's just what happens. You know what I mean?
I was just curious because I thought there's more like finger on the pulse. I thought the market would still be pretty heavily skewed toward like Star Wars and stuff like that, but no, it was like mostly Minecraft. Well,
like you said, we were in the heyday. I mean, all the Harry Potters were coming out when we were kids.
Yeah,
the prequels, right? So.
Dang, dude, we were so lucky we were born when we were.
I know.
That's pretty
golden
sick.
Era, yeah.
It's pretty sick. But yeah, Mark, so sorry. That was, my topic. What do you got going on for us?
Well, so I was trying to listen to parts of Live, Laugh, Gore 1 just to reset myself.
Classic.
Wanted to make sure we talked about new, because we talked about like the lore of Halloween last time, so I couldn't talk about that.
All Hallows Eve.
We talked about kind of like the worst deaths in franchises.
In our game,
Yep. And so I kind of came up with some worst transformations, most devastating transformations. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Character doesn't die, but they their complete self changes.
Okay.
From something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
like a zombie.
Like into a zombie or something, right? So I'll go into them. Add your thoughts. If more pop up to you when we're going through, by all means.
For sure.
So number 1, I mean the big one is, Anakin Skywalker becoming Darth Vader. That's a huge transformation. You know what I mean?
I thought for sure you were going to come out of the gate with your boy. No, that is true. By the way, when you said that, Anakin's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Right. I mean, so I used ChatGPT to help me describe some of these things.
Right? Oh, really?
So,
okay.
So this transformation it's a death of a hero and a rise of a villain.
Death of innocence, almost.
Yeah. He beyond the severe injuries that required a life support suit, the worst part is the total loss of his identity, morality, and soul as he commits himself fully to the dark side because he thinks Padme's dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he knows. I mean, Padme is,
Yeah. Well, yeah. But he became a slave to the power that he sought,
Yeah, it's almost like death of a hero, death of innocence, or just the byproduct of, you know what I mean, the environment around him. He had everything stacked against him.
Yep.
Slave on Tatooine. Finally finds a good mentor dies. Now there's this teenager who just became a Jedi Knight, brand new Christen. He doesn't really want to train me, but we're gonna have to. And more of a brotherly rather than a fatherly thing. And it's crazy. So
and this makes me think of the I don't know if it's I think it's the last episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, or maybe the second to last. The whole series itself is a meh, but there's the one episode where he fights Obi-Wan and Vader, and it kind of brings episode 4 full circle because during the fight, in episode 4, Obi-Wan tells Luke that he was a pupil of mine, but he was, Darth Vader murdered and killed your father.
Yeah.
In that scene, he goes, "I failed you. I killed you, Anakin," and he goes, "No, I killed Anakin Skywalker."
Yeah.
And then as he's leaving, he says, "Then you truly are dead, Darth," and walks away, kind of like he calls him Darth.
Yeah.
So,
true death of a character. And the other one too, it's just staying within the same franchise. I would argue Darth Maul's way up there too. If you're going after the Rebel and this is Rebels and Clone Wars. It's kind of you see it in both, but the whole point is it's like the fact that his whole life is twisted by once again Sidious becoming assassin, going through, then losing almost life and actual limb. And then getting twisted into this fearful creature that you see when the second Sidious comes up. He's like, you know what I mean? Almost like a little baby.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Very strong, yeah. A strong-willed person broken down by the same person. Yeah. Which, once again, I'm not giving Sidious props. This is all Plagueis. But, yeah. Dude, what a good Sam Witwer. I love him. He's also in Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hot dog. Well, he's not Hot Dog, but there's another guy Hot Dog. Yeah. Sorry. I can't remember his name, actually. It's now that I'm thinking about it. But, okay, so what's your other transformation?
Okay, number 2, Smeagol into Gollum. Another kind of loss of self, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was a slower process, a centuries-long mental and physical deterioration caused by the ring itself, right? It's a tragedy of corruption, turning Smeagol, who was a what do they call him, like a waterfront hobbit type creature, into the withered, obsessive, self-loathing monster that is utterly dependent on the One Ring. Yeah. It's I mean, he literally, his personality gets split into 2.
Yeah. Because that's the only way for him to cope.
Yeah.
I mean, years and years and years of
he's got
addiction and
he's got Smeagol, and then literally I would describe it as like the ring's parasite onto him. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's a torturous existence because not only looking at the context of it, he killed his best friend. Like, can you imagine?
And cousin,
yeah, Deagle. I forgot they're cousins, dude. Yeah. Mark, come on, don't kill me. Come on, you know what I mean? You can take the ring. I'll give it to you. I mean, we can work through this.
Right.
But if it's my birthday, it's my birthday. You know what I mean? Or no, I'm sorry. It's Smeagol's birthday, and he says, "Oh, my birthday's coming up. I would like the ring." Yeah. Sorry, Smeagol's birthday. So, that's such a good one too. That's a horrible transformation because, dude, in Return of the King, when he opens up his eyes and they're big orbs.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember that giving me a little bit of nightmares because we were young when we watched it.
But... Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you could technically say Gandalf transforming from gray to white is a transformation, but it's not a devastating. It's an upgrade. You know what I mean? Maybe
Saruman's a better example of that. Or Theoden went the opposite. He went bad from good, but no, Saruman, he was like the wisest wizard. I mean, he's Saruman the White, but then he got
always
corrupted.
A little bit of a dick.
Yeah. He was just gonna corrupt. That was always his thing.
Yeah.
It's always great power that keeps the evil at bay.
Right.
Where Gandalf is everyday deeds from everyday folk kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings doesn't have any other big crazy transformations. You can argue Thorin Oakenshield, the Dragon's Greed, that kind of gets him in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's that many, though.
Frodo didn't... Well, I mean, the ring, forever altered Frodo.
Yeah. And the Morgul Blade.
Yeah, right. I mean, it left a scar on his soul that nothing could heal.
Yeah. He will carry the scar forever, Gandalf.
Right, but he wasn't transformed into some sort of monster, right?
No. He had that one... Well, technically, Bilbo had that one scene, too. When that cut... You know what I mean? Like, that, two-frame, yucky. But, yeah.
Okay, number 3, and I'm hoping, Tony, that you can fill in some context here for our listeners.
Okay.
For how devastating this one is, or maybe not is.
Okay.
But the Borg assimilated from Star Trek. The loss of individual identity and free will is, tragic, right?
Yeah.
Becoming the hive mind as the cybernetic drone stripped of your name, personality, and you're just part of the group. I mean, how devastating was that?
Oh my
Tony?
goodness. So, Mark, I'm so glad you brought this up. I didn't think you were going to go this route. So just for context, this is Star Trek, right?
Yep.
And the Borg were first introduced in The Next Generation. They kind of had a few touch-and-go episodes, but they came very, very, very popular and more apparent in Voyager. Voyager went through it. So just really quick, just for context, whole point is that it's like your standard hive mind. There is some Borg queen, quote-unquote, out there who basically has these drones, and they have unbelievable nanotechnology. So they basically have, it's almost like a snake. They've got these two little pincers that's on their, glove. And if it shoots at you and hits you in the neck, these nanites basically come into you and change you. And irreparably change you. Meaning, they go in and they alter your molecular state, then you start getting reliant on it, and then the whole point is exactly what you said, you lose your individuality. You are part of the hive mind now. Two things I want to mention with that. Number one, there's kind of, actually, the reason why I'm bringing it up is there's two instances in Star Trek. There's Hugh, who is a Borg drone, who Captain Picard finds, and what ends up happening is, this is their one-stop shop to finally, deal a really devastating blow to the Borg. The reason why the Borg are so... Sorry, more context, but this is important. The reason why the Borg are so scary is the fact that since they assimilate all these different cultures, these ideas and everything, and their one-track mind, they're in perfect sync. Literally, the whole track of the Borg is perfection. So they are perfect in their shipbuilding. They're perfect whatever. So technologically, they're unmatched. So this really scares Starfleet and scares all their people because they're going, oh my gosh, we can't go up against the Borg. It's literally, it's a devastation.
Yeah.
Right? And so I guess this is now 3. Sorry, I'm keep growing it, but it is 3. But the first one is that Captain Picard finds Hugh, who is a Borg. There's an accident with the Borg ship, and he was the only survivor. And the whole point of that is normally they put up a beacon, but for whatever reason, the atmosphere on this planet or the beacon was damaged. Either way, the signal doesn't come out. So they actually intercept this drone. And they're like, basically, we can make this a ticking time bomb. We can infect it with basically a, not eugenics, that's a different term, but the whole point is they can do basically chemical warfare. Mm-hmm. Inject this drone with a virus that will wipe all the drones out. But then it's classic Starfleet moral, basically Hugh is detached from the hive. His name's not Hugh, it's just a drone. But then all of a sudden, he's getting his own individuality. And then Picard really struggles because he's we could kill all the Borg, but once again, we just separated this, the sheep from the flock.
Yeah.
And he's finding some individuality here. Who are we? I can't send him to death and kill everyone else for the good. I don't care what your principles are. This is wrong kind of deal. And he chooses not to, and it's very controversial. A lot of people believe that, that's why Picard's not the best captain. He should have eliminated the threat because he was then responsible for a lot of deaths. And then later on, this is my second point, Picard becomes a drone. Crazy. And his name is Locutus. He ends up killing a lot of people. A lot. And he has to live with that once again, but he says it's it almost ruins him as a captain because it just destroys him down to his core. He lost his individuality. He's in the hive mind. And since he's in the hive mind and they now know one of the flagship's captains, all the defenses, they wipe out a ton of ships. So he's personally responsible, not personally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's responsible for tens of thousands of deaths.
Yeah.
And it's recovering from that. And it's oh, what a transformation. Because literally he becomes a drone and then they figure out how to take him out as a drone.
Yeah.
So there's one transformation of a drone becoming individualized, liking it, but then has to rejoin the collective because he's just I can't do this.
Yeah. But
Picard,
they already know all of the information, right?
Yeah. And then Picard hears that. That's so crazy. And the third thing is 7 and 9, which is a really big switch, is the fact that she was a drone. She gets saved. She becomes individual, but she hates it. She can't stand it. Just being alone in her own head. It's torture for her. She was droned but she was changed as a very small child. And she's this is all I've ever known. And you're removing me from it. It's, you know what I mean? It's that's its own form of torture. So Oh, I love the fact you brought it up.
Yeah.
There's so much with the Borg that's so much fun to talk about because it's wild. You wouldn't think a hive mind would be horrible because you're getting stripped of your individuality, but in a weird way, when people are a part of it, they're like, ironically, it's almost like the singularity. Like, you're connected with everything. Mm-hmm. Isn't that a good thing? You know what I mean? But
that's
man,
multifaceted right there.
Yeah. And technically, like, you live forever, so even if your body dies as a drone, like, your thoughts, your ideas, you know what I mean? It's same. Well, when I say singularity, that's like the Johnny Depp movie, right? He puts his consciousness into the cloud or whatever, some server rack, and they're like, he's everything, you know, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
Oh man. So it is a very scary transformation. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but oh man, Mark, you hit a chord there. Sorry, I didn't mean to
I
rant
knew
on that.
That's why
I didn't mean to rant like that, but no, it was super scary, and it is a horrible transformation. Like just the grotesqueness of it, because basically, like their body just starts sprouting like all this mechanical parts, and basically it's like, imagine someone just went to Ace Hardware, they found the dirtiest desk, they're like, we want all this, but put it on a costume. That's the Borg. It's pretty funny. So when you look at them, it's just kind of comical because it's just like tubes and wires everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, Mark, I totally appreciate it. That was a good one. That's basically the only crazy Star Trek transformation.
Yeah.
Other than Pike, who basically knows he has to basically sacrifice himself to save his crew, but he knows it'll leave him like forever. Basically, like, it's a mix of paralyzed, mutism, everything. Like, you've probably seen references of it. South Park has a reference to it, actually. But basically, he's, like, so irreparably damaged that they put him in this, like, cylinder, and he can only answer yes or no questions with, like, a button. Like, that's all of his brain is capable of. And that's, like, he still can think and do, like, as a normal, like, process as a normal human, but he can only answer with a beep or two beeps, which means yes or no. Like, his whole life's like that.
Yeah.
So that's like a crazy... but he did it for the good of his ship, you know, so that's another crazy transformation. But that's all the transformations I got.
No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. He's Picard. Well, he's William Shatner's predecessor.
Yeah.
Kirk's predecessor.
Yeah.
Predecessor, right? The one before?
Predecessor.
Okay, yeah, I said that right. Thanks, Mark, for asking that. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right?
Hopefully I answered it well, and I didn't go too much, but I love it.
Yeah. All right, next one. So this is for all the lycanthropy,
Whoa, I was wondering when this... I thought this would be number one.
right? Well, I don't want to be predictable. So,
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? So obviously you got my boy Lupin, and he's probably arguably the worst because he got turned for something his dad did. Remember, his dad tried out Greyback, but for whatever reason, Greyback's the one who's changing everybody. So I have Bill Weasley written here.
Whoa, Greyback did Bill too.
Yeah, he did.
What the heck, dude?
But he did it when he was in human form while he was cursed. And so Bill's not a full werewolf. Mm-hmm. He just has a lot of werewolf aspects.
And he got slashed, right? It wasn't even like a full bite.
Correct. It was a slash. So now he likes his meat rare. He still the full moon still messes with him, even though he doesn't transform, but it still, freaks him out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Does he have to take Wolfsbane?
He does not have to take Wolfsbane.
Oh, okay.
But it does forever scar him because, he just likes raw meat, and he'll... I don't know if he, he...
Like, if it changes him, like, if he loses sight of who he is?
Right.
Yeah,
He loses consciousness every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And it's not... And he doesn't, Anyway,
But, hey, Mark, he married Fleur.
Right.
So...
He did marry Fleur. But...
Can't all be that bad.
One of the... It forever alters him, but he doesn't have the release of being a full werewolf in the sense of he can't take the Wolfbane's potion to help him.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So in a weird way, he's like almost in a weirder state of not quite there. Wow.
Yeah. But you're right, he did get Fleur. So
Yeah. I mean,
screw you, Ron.
yeah. Some people have to, you know what I mean? Some people gotta walk this earth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think the crazy thing is that I think that was probably one of the most realistic wolf transformations that we saw on screen. Can you think of another werewolf before Lupin? Not in Harry Potter. I'm just saying in general. Like you watching a werewolf transform.
No, I don't think so.
I think that was the most dude, and seeing his back. Ooh.
Yeah.
Like Wolfman was another one, but we were way too young, and that was also after Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But I think that was that. Talk about a transformation.
Yeah.
That was because the anime guy just boop, they just plop in. It's like a 2 second segue, and it's like, oh, she's a cat, or nope, they're a dog, and it's like Lupin. It took 3 minutes.
Well, and no wonder it's like an intense hangover the next day. I mean, that just looks like it hurts your body. His transformation. You know what I mean? Like the anime, like McGonagall turning into a cat, that's so easy.
It's seamless as fuck,
right?
Yeah.
But the werewolf transformation looks like it hurts.
Oh, it was like breaking. It was like, yeah, but when you think of it, it's a trick curse.
Yeah.
It can't be that, Oof. Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah.
Any other big transformations you think in Harry Potter, though?
Well, you got botched potions like when Hermione became a cat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But there's no other like blood curses like that, I don't think.
No, the only ones you really see are when Draco curses the necklace.
Yeah.
Which, oh, by the way, why is Dumbledore getting a necklace? I never liked that.
Yeah, like a brooch. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What is he doing?
Is
the
he gonna
mead
wear
makes
it?
sense. The mead makes sense.
Yeah.
But not that one. And that's actual mead. He brings it up.
Yeah.
But that one, that was really the only curse thing.
Mm-hmm. And no one else really goes through a huge
dude.
character transformation.
Are
right?
we kidding? Dude, our boy. Oh my gosh, Defense Against the Dark Arts, episode 1.
Oh, Quirrell with Voldemort.
Yeah.
I guess that is a huge transformation. Timid and doesn't know, and then it becomes
just enlarged in his thing.
Yeah.
Oh. And especially when he gets transformed into freaking stone.
That's true. And
like
dust.
Yeah. That can't be fun.
Can
Dude,
you
Harry
actually-
Potter's arm.
Harry Potter.
Racium Omendo.
I was gonna say, can you imagine your Filch? You wake up and Dumbledore's like, "Yeah, so way in the depths, sector, -47. There's Quirrell's a pile of dust, and you need to clean him up."
Yeah, dustpan.
What? Oh, you heard me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to also catch a key on a broom. You're gonna have to.
We're not undoing anything.
Yeah.
For
right.
you squib.
Yeah. So Fluffy likes music, so hope you got a tune. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're keeping Snape's potion thing in there that if you choose the wrong cup, because in the books, there's like a couple more trials. Like Snape had the potion trial that they took out.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Wow, yeah, that was like Hermione's last one before Harry went in. Mm-hmm. That was actually the first round of flames, because the whole point is you drink the potion, you walk through the flames.
Yes.
So, but then in the movie, Quirrell snaps, and that's what causes the flames.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, any other? Yeah, sorry, that was a big transformation. I just like the arm, thinking about the arm. Oh, dude, Gillyweed.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I hate seeing the
gills
come out. Ugh.
Not Victor Crumb's shark head.
That one he just shakes it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the bubble of Cedric Diggory.
Bubble, yeah. What did Fleur do? I think she did the bubble too.
She did bubble too.
Yeah.
Bubblehead charm.
Yeah.
Bubblehead charm. Yeah. What did Victor Crumb do? What is that? Just transfigured his head?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Well, you got Barty Crouch coming out of the poly. Yeah.
Alistair, you all right down there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. There's surprisingly a lot of transformations.
Oh, I guess it makes sense. It's wizards with potions and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like Lord of the Rings didn't have a lot. But granted, their wizardry is real low.
It's different. Yeah, it's very different.
Low stakes.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so sorry, keep going. I just like thinking about these franchises and all the different ones because, they're actually quite
So this one, Tony, there's some other ones in this franchise as well, but this one is the most gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. Theon Greyjoy turning into Reek.
Oh, golly.
As we remember, after his betrayal from the Starks, Theon is captured by Ramsay.
Ramsay Bolton. Now Bolton.
Was Ramsay Snow, right? Just like Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm.
And over an extended period was tortured, manipulated.
Oh.
It breaks his mind completely. And he is psychologically reprogrammed to renounce his name, his family, everything about him, and just go by Reek.
Except when he goes in, he's like, "You now have to play Theon, but you're not Theon."
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. I remember I hated those episodes when I watched it. It just I was pissed at
Ramsay.
At first I was pissed at Theon for betraying the Starks.
Oh, okay.
And then he gets captured, and I'm like, yes, he's and then I see what Ramsay does to him. I'm like, no.
Okay, after he gets the knife under his nail, I'm like,
yeah. God, those were just some rough scenes. And
dude, when he goes back in the cage,
right?
I hate that.
I'm just, oh man.
Or when he's shaving Ramsay.
Yeah.
Just as like a power trip, Ramsey's like, "Come here, Reek," and then he like gives him the blade.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing like a close shave, father, right? And his Reek is just, ooh.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
And he never fully recovers even after that. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I mean, you can argue he's some kind of redemption at the very end
Yeah.
since he protects Brand. Like, that's what his whole
Right, he gets
build-up
redeemed, but he
was.
never, you know.
But he doesn't become Theon again.
Yeah. At least the old Theon, yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, it's kind of hard to become yourself when you don't got your deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, that was rough, too.
Eunuch, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more, I don't know.
Yeah. Probably, I'm sure it was.
Stump in. I think they just took the stump, not the berries. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Oof. And there's a lot of other ones.
Right.
I hated also the red woman giving birth to that ghost thing.
That was weird.
That looks like what's his name? Roose Bolton. Not Roose Bolton. I'm sorry. Stag.
Stannis Baratheon.
Stannis Baratheon. Thank you.
Yes.
I knew it was Baratheon. I said Stag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was weird.
hated that.
Another one that came up is when the Mountain was killed, and Qyburn brings him back, and he's pretty much just a zombie and undead.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they show his face at the very end.
Yeah.
With oh my gosh, the Hound.
Yeah. Essentially just a Frankenstein.
He's a zombie.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh. You could also Oberyn, losing his brain.
Yeah.
That was quite a transformation. Yeah, but we're not counting those because if we count those transformations, there's way too many. But wow, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, that one probably out of every single one you've seen. Now, Star Trek's Borg is thought-provokingly interesting, and it's like kind of crazy to think about, like psychologically crazy. But that one was the Greek was that's a disturbing psychologically crazy.
And I'm sure it was worse in the book than it showed.
Horrible, dude. There's one fact we couldn't bring it on this podcast.
Yeah.
If Jenna was on here, we'd have to do Fool of a Toot the whole time.
Yeah,
I can tell you after, but it's horrible. It's with Sansa.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Not good. Yeah. Like honestly, it's one of those things where it's like George R. R. Martin should be
Locked up.
arrested. Yeah. It's like, why would you write this?
Yeah.
But something about creativity and showing the brutality. And, but still, it's like, oh my god, there's a level.
There's a level.
Like, I'm glad they downplayed it. When Jenna told me when we first watched it, because Jenna's been a big Game of Thrones, lady. When we were watching that, I remember being like, dude, this is like messed up. And she's like, you don't even know half of it. Like they downplayed it for the show, and I was like, this is downplay? This? Are you kidding me? Oh God. Okay, HBO, the one thing you do right in this show,
Right.
Or also you can argue, Arya, the many face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Physical
those physical trans.
Right.
Not so like horrible, but physical. Man. Okay, any other crazy ones you got, or you just save the best for last on that one?
That's what I saved the heavy hitter for last. I mean, that's an intense one.
Yeah, the only other one was probably like Naruto. I really liked when they went to Tail Beast form, especially in the original Naruto, or when he's going up where they're like, oh no, this is like hurting him. Like he's in pain. When Yamato has the mark, the steel on his hand.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, whenever his hand burns, he knows Naruto's like transforming. That's wild. Oh, anything with Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Little snake boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, he's all into reanimation and preserving life. He's like the Plagueis of Naruto.
Yeah. Well, can't fault him there. He's pretty rad there.
Yeah.
The Sage Jutsu is always a sick transformation, positive transformation.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, I can't think of any other big ones. I think those are the big ones. Like if I ever thought transformation in a really horrible sense. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We hit a zombie. Yeah. We just didn't hit vampire though.
Yeah.
So we hit werewolf. We hit a zombie. We didn't hit. Well, ghost. Yeah, ghost or whatever.
I guess who really?
That's easy. That's a cheap, easy one.
I mean, yeah.
The Lord of the Rings ghosts. What do you call it? The men who don't accept or the men who went back on Elendil's bond.
Correct.
Yeah. Or vow, or what do you want to call that deal? Those guys are crazy. That transformation. So we'll consider that the ghost one. I feel better about that. But the vampire.
The only like Twilight. I don't know.
That's LeBron Lames.
Yeah.
Blade. You ever watch Blade?
Yeah.
That's
pretty
sick.
That's Marvel.
Oh yeah, I forgot Marvel owned that. Mm-hmm. But there wasn't any big vampire. Yeah. Van Helsing had a couple of them. Yeah. But those were like draconic bats. Yeah. You know what I mean? They were really.
You got the OG Dracula and.
Dude, what do you call it? Christopher Lee.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
there was an interview with him shortly before he died. He got awarded for something by the Queen, and
OBE, or is that the BAFTA? I think.
I'm not sure what awards it was. It might have been the BAFTA, but he hadn't done a horror movie in decades, right? I mean, he did and they're like, well, there you have it, the King of Horror, and he goes, what did you call me? The King of Horror, because you were Dracula. Yes, I haven't done a horror movie in 50 years. Do not call me the King of Horror. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Because he probably want to give props to everybody else who's like actually in the genre.
No, and I get it. Like he's done way more in other fields, like in Lord of the Rings or fantasy, right? And it's
also Bond was probably the thriller before, after all the horror.
Yeah, oh for sure, yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like, I don't want to be known for a movie I did,
50 years ago, yeah.
In one, one.
But it was iconic. It is
iconic.
It wasn't iconic for us, but if you like ask our grandparents or parents, that's like a big deal. For them.
Is, but it doesn't qualify him to be the King of Horror,
Yeah. Well, I feel good. Our transformations are all. Well, we got a Sith, yeah. Sith Lord,
yeah.
We got a robot zombie. It's just a Borg. You know what I mean? You do have like a ghoul. We'll consider that Smeagol.
Yeah.
Gollum Smeagol.
Yeah.
I think we hit the board.
I think so.
I think we hit the smorgasbord of Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween tropes, at least.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow. And you didn't even intend for that, Mark, did you?
No, I know.
Okay, wow. Worked out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, Mark, I think it's high time. We both got our parts out.
Yep.
I think we do the third, which is a game.
Yep.
And, of course, with all things holiday, we always got to go external. Jenna gave us a game.
Yep. All right, let's do it.
And so I haven't read this yet. I've just, had the piece of paper in front of me. Kind of a piece of paper. So Jenna officially is called, I don't even know the title yet. It's called Monster Mash. Ooh.
Classic.
And I forgot the song. I was like, Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. Wait, can we say that, or we didn't get demonetized? Yeah. We're not even getting monetized, so I guess we could sing the whole song if we wanted to. So, whole point is that we are going to. It's basically like a fight night, is the way she explained it. It's basically a fight night, and we just say who's going to win in the battle.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Number 1, Aragog versus Rancor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll explain Aragog. Do you want to explain Rancor?
Sure.
Okay. Aragog is wait, what is it? That's the Slughorn. Farewell, Aragog.
King of the arachnids.
So Aragog is just from Harry Potter. That's what actually got Hagrid in trouble in the Chamber of Secrets. Well, sorry, the flashback wasn't Chamber of Secrets, but the whole point is that they originally thought the heir Slytherin, which makes no sense. Slytherin.
Yeah.
A Spiner. Come on.
It's a half giant.
Yeah, but it was an easy one. But basically, Armando Dippet was a headmaster and basically had to relatively find a scapegoat. Tom Riddle came in and said, well, it's Hagrid. He's the only one with beasts around here. A beast that could kill, which was Aragog at the time. And, which inevitably got him disbarred from the school and everything like that. But Aragog is his spider that then lives in the Forbidden Forest. Has a lot of other baby spiders, and you see that trope kind of carry out between Chamber of Secrets all the way up to, sadly, Aragog's death at the 6th movie.
Yes, and the Rancor is, we first see him in the 6th episode of Star Wars, but he lives underneath Jabba's throne room, and he's that little creature that Luke has to get away from, and kills him.
Well, I mean, the door.
No, door. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Luke's supposed to be a morally good guy, Mark.
Correct. He was the collateral damage, but he's this kind of, I don't even know how you describe him. He's this tall, big, alien, thick monster kind of looking.
Yeah, claws, teeth. It's in Jabba's palace.
Yeah, You see him in an episode of Mandalorian, in Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett. Yeah,
that was dope. Probably one of the best scenes in that series.
Yep.
Also, the guy, the
guy crying when his pet dies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that always got me.
Yeah.
He oddly has a Darth Vader helmet. You know what I mean? You notice that? It's like a black. It's like a hood. It's like, wait. What's going on here? Okay, Mark. Who do you think is going to win? Now let's even the odds here.
Yeah.
I think it's just them. I don't think Aragog gets his kids at
Okay,
all. Because if he
that's-
has
I
his
was gonna
kids,
question
I mean,
that,
come
yeah.
on, that's the no-brainer.
What's the size comparison between the two? That's also I need to
You're
know.
right.
You know
let's
what I mean?
assume. Let's assume. They're both. I mean, Aragog is clearly shorter because he's more close to the ground, but I feel like he's a lot wider than a Rancor. Let's just say pound for pound, we're saying the same strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Which, by the way, makes Aragog way more frightening, a giant spider. But anyway.
oh yeah.
Aragog's faster.
Mm-hmm. Quick attacks, quick jabs, but the Rancor, if he gets one hit,
If he gets one hit, he wins, but he's got small eyes. He's got a narrow field of vision, but so does Aragog. I mean, spiders don't have a large...
they got 8 eyes.
Yeah,
man.
but
wait, no, am I dumb? I think they don't have 8 eyes, but they have like 4.
They got a bunch of eyes, yeah. I'm going to say Aragog, because I think she can get on top of him and, like, stab him with whatever. You know what I mean?
I think this is dependent on where you're fighting to.
Correct.
Because if you're in close quarters, Rancor's going to win every time.
Yeah.
But if you're in close quarters where it's like a bone saw,
Yeah.
so it's like a cage match.
Yeah.
Aragog might have a chance.
Oh, because, I mean, she can...
Get up top.
Aragog's a he. I keep saying.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Shelob.
Well, Shelob.
Yeah,
I think of Shelob too.
Aragog's a man.
Yeah. I'm thinking... I'm going to go Rancor. Just not to be different, but I feel like it only takes one hit.
It does, yeah. But
So
I think you're right.
glass cannon, though. I think she's powerful.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's powerful.
Yeah, I know.
Keep
We're both
on
doing it.
it.
But I think you're right. The location of the battle makes
It's
the
everything.
difference. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we can say that's a pretty even fight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really dependent. Oh, wow. Okay, number 2. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The Hobbit troll versus Harry Potter's troll.
Oh.
That's self-explanatory, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she says the Hobbit troll. I think what she really means is the cave troll, not in the Hobbit, but in Lord of the Rings. This is in the Mines of Moria when they break into Dwalin's tomb.
Or, I mean, there are trolls in the Hobbit. There's the 3 trolls.
Oh, you're right. Those are also okay. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
But
Yeah.
I'm assuming she means just one of those.
She
trolls.
said Hobbit and
Yeah.
troll, so let's assume one.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Well,
Yeah. No,
Jenna,
you're good.
I'm apologizing to my beautiful wife, Queen of all angels,
Yeah.
my mother, my child.
She knows her shit.
Yeah. She knows it. Oh crap. Sorry, Jen. Yeah, I doubted you there. But okay, Harry Potter troll versus the Lord of the Rings. Honestly, I just want to shoot from the hip on this one.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Harry Potter. Or sorry, I think it's got to be Lord of the Rings.
Well, they're at least a little more intelligent because they can speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that means maybe Harry Potter one's stronger.
Just brute strength.
Straight strength. But they're also, like, their intelligence to speak, but not that intelligent.
That's true. They were
They're
arguing with, they couldn't even see Bilbo, and they were arguing with, whatever.
They've got worms in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think they had any weapons. I guess they had a cave full of weapons, didn't they?
Yeah, but they didn't even use them.
Yeah.
Whereas the Harry Potter one had a club.
Yeah.
I think they had a knife to cut their meat. I think they did have
Yeah.
a form of a knife, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was like a farmer's scythe. It wasn't even, you know what I mean? I think it was like a repurpose. They didn't forge it, meaning.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a tough one. But I will say I keep saying Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit troll is 1,000% bigger than the cave troll.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Hobbit.
It's a toss up. Yeah, if he's bigger, then I think the other.
I just think pound for pound.
Yeah.
And some intelligence would help.
Yeah, for sure.
You can kind of dodge and weave.
Yeah.
And also, you could argue they're arguing with themselves, so maybe there's just one there would have been better. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
Like they're kind
yeah.
of dragging each other down.
Yeah, literally.
Ironically. Yeah. Okay, number 3. The Balrog of Morgoth or Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Godzilla's not our normal franchise.
Right.
We were explaining some of these. I feel like we had to explain the Rancor and Aragog just in case, but the Balrog, just really quick, is Lord of the Rings. One of the dark foes that aligns themselves with Melkor. Morgoth, which is when he's on Arda. That's called Morgoth. But the whole point is the fact that, there's a super powerful being, just this huge beast in the Mines of Moria that, well, they're on multiple places, but namely the one you see is in the Mines of Moria. Flame has a whip.
Flame of Voodoo. Yeah, and then Godzilla is kind of from. I don't even know if it's real. It's Japanese mythology. I don't even know if it's real mythology, but he's this giant lizard that attacks either Tokyo or New York City.
Depending on the movie.
Yeah, depending on the movie. And he's literally...
It's a Japanese ethos. I don't even know whether it's mythology or not. It is.
Yeah, so he's just a giant lizard-like dinosaur that can swim, and he's like sleeps at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
And it gets awoken every 50 years or something like that. You know what I mean? So, and he can breathe. I don't know if it's flames. He breathes something.
Dude, that blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was about to say, that's why I think it's Godzilla. Yeah. Straight up, it's just a breath attack.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, do you remember that game we used to play? Was it on GameCube? N64 or Xbox? Where you could play all the Godzilla characters. And I would always play the Moth guy. Was I playing with you or was that with Josh?
Must have been with. I don't remember that, so it must have been a GameCube game.
Or it was like at our dentist or doctor's appointment, and they had like, or it was at Pepe's Playhouse.
Oh,
Sick.
yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But regardless, I know we didn't own it. We had to go somewhere and we played it, but we always played it.
Yeah.
I like the Moth guy the best. I don't know why. He's flying. He's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Godzilla's breath attack. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Because I don't think. Because he's got a flame whip, the Balrog, and even if he gets around his Godzilla's neck, I mean, he's got scales, right? So I think he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also cold-blooded. He can't feel heat.
Right. True.
What do you threaten him with? You know?
Yeah. He's hard to beat. He is the king of the. They call him the king of the monsters. So.
Yeah, whatever they're called. I was about to say, like, is he a prehistoric dinosaur that like lived, or I can't remember how all that worked. I don't know the origin story at least. White Walker versus Uruk-hai. White Walker from Game of Thrones. They typically are born from Craster's sons that got turned. So they're not the undead. They're actually the White Walkers who are doing the turning. Yeah. And if you kill one of them, you kill all the undead that they turned. So.
Correct. Yes. And then the
Uruk-hai.
Yep. Saruman's breed of orcs. So orcs were corrupted elves to serve Morgoth and Sauron. But then Uruk-hai was the updated fighter version that Saruman made for his Isengard.
Crossbreed of...
Yeah.
Is it orc and goblin? I don't even know.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Must be, because he had all these goblins around, so...
Yeah. It was a weird, Some crossbreed.
Which it doesn't make sense that goblins would make them stronger, but, it's...
Yeah, I don't know how. But, and then also they came out of the mountains. They never really talked. They never really did a Gregor Mendel... Punnett square of how the genetics worked, but they just came out of the holes. But regardless, exactly the White Hand of Saruman. They're Saruman's breed of army.
Yeah. So you need a specific
Helm's Deep.
You need a specific weapon to kill the White Walker. Are we assuming that the Uruk-hai have that weapon? Because if not, then the White Walker.
Yeah, you're right. Assume level playing field here. Yeah. Assume the Uruk-hai's blade. You know the blade I'm talking about, the little hook on it, and that's pretty sick. I assume they're I
would say Uruk-hai then. I mean, they're just pure berserker strength. You know
yeah. Yeah, you have to. The White Walkers are cool. I think they've got some stealth, but they're more the elves. You know what I mean? They're very elegant in how they do things, but I think they rely too much on their undead. That if you don't have undead, you know what I mean? They're most of the drones coming out, not actual straight up head to head battle. Where Uruk-hai are, dude, look at the ones fighting Aragorn. The fact that he stabs himself more, no fear.
Yeah.
You need that in a fighter.
Yeah. No, I agree. So I think Uruk-hai, if it's the Night King versus Lurtz, I think the Night King.
Yeah, dude, Lurtz, good night. You kidding me? Yeah, Night King's sick.
Yeah.
Lurtz, he's cool, don't get me wrong. And he could get some distance if he had dragon, or what do they call it, dragon glass? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's dragon glass or the steel, Valerian steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had arrows of dragon glass, maybe that'd be better for that. Well, they never talk about that. I know they made some arrows, but you think they'd want to stay back and fire this.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not defending the wall, I guess. So, Smaug versus the Hungarian Horntail. Ooh.
Wow.
Smaug is from Desolation of Smaug is the second movie in the franchise, but it's from The Hobbit. And Smaug is just the one who basically takes over Thorin Oakenshield, King of the Mountain, Dad started being corrupt with all the gold coming around, and what ended up happening is Smaug basically took over the Oakenshield's horde. So,
And the Hungarian Horntail is just the dragon that Harry fights in the Triwizard Tournament.
Yep.
I think Smaug all day. I mean, I think
Smaug?
I think so.
Yeah.
Bigger dragon. He knows
He
what
is
he's doing.
bigger, yeah.
Harry beat the Horntail. You know what I mean? I think.
Not a lot of intelligence.
Yeah.
Also, Smaug was going against the Ring of Power.
Yeah.
And only that outsmarted him. Even that didn't really.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can smell you still. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Smaug, no doubt.
Yeah.
I think I want to give the Hungarian Horntail a little bit because like it's so aggressive, but I think
He would
Smaug.
fare the best out of all the dragons.
Oh, dude,
in Triwizard.
Swedish short snout
Yeah.
wouldn't even. It
Welsh
wouldn't even go in
green,
the
come on.
Yeah, come on. They're not even walking in the door.
Chinese fireball.
I think so. This is just a 6-1.
Okay.
So, 1 orc, Lord of the Rings, versus 20 Ewoks, and there's a bonus to this. And there's a
Okay.
bonus. But 20 Ewoks, 1 orc. What's your thoughts?
Oh, we got to answer this first and then do the bonus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
All right.
Because depending on how you answer, it will depend on the bonus.
I think 20 Ewoks.
I think so.
Oh,
I mean, it's such an edge. Because here's the problem. Like, I just think it's just a numbers game. And
Right,
they're-
right.
They're in your territory. Or, sorry, you're in their territory.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty. Here's the thing. The orc is just going to keep hauling. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But I feel like it will get.
Well,
also,
just-
it's an orc. It's not an Urukai.
Yeah.
If it was an Urukai, you need like 100 Ewoks.
Oh,
and even
yeah,
then-
for sure. I mean, just think about on Endor, they won. The Ewoks won because they were on Endor. Right, you can't deploy Ewoks to Kashyyyk and expect them to perform. You know what I
Kashyyyk
mean?
they actually might.
Yeah,
But on
well,
Hoth.
yeah,
on Hoth.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. So the other question is, well, because by the way, the bonus question makes me feel like Jenna thought we were going to pick orc.
Okay.
Because it says, bonus question, what is the correct balanced ratio? Meaning, how many Ewoks would it be for it to be a balanced fight?
Okay. Well, now we got to
It's 30 Ewoks and you get 2 orcs. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I guess we're increasing orcs since we chose
Yeah.
Ewoks.
Yeah. 20. So the original's 20 Ewoks, right?
Yeah. 10 to 1? Would that make sense if you had 2 orcs? 10 Ewoks per 1 orc?
Yeah, it's got to be 10 or 15 orcs, I think.
Yeah.
10. Man. It's,
Or I'm saying like 10 Ewoks per 1 orc. That balance. So I would... But I don't even think I think they're going to still win.
yeah.
I'm thinking you have to go more. Like, me, you have to go more orcs. I think you have to do like 4.
Yeah.
1 every 5?
Yeah.
5 Ewoks per 1 orc?
I mean, because the Ewoks are all long distance, right? And
Yeah.
the orcs are slow, so they can get taken out. So, yeah, I think you need...
And most orcs are, you know what I mean?
They're not that good.
Smart.
Yeah, they're
They're
not that good of a
small.
fighter. Yeah. So,
Well, look, put in context, the hobbits were next to the orcs, and they're like, these are orcs. You know what I mean? In the Black Gate.
yeah.
Well, past the Black Gate, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So they're small. So it's not like they're that much bigger than the Ewoks,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah, I think you have to have like 5 or
I
5
agree.
to 1.
Yeah,
or
because you got to get. They have to get up to him. Once close contact, though, it's no question.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, now I'm going to add his own bonus question. If it was an Urukai, how many Ewoks we need?
If it's an Urukai, you need.
That might be 120.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
you need a whole lot. I mean, they've got the stronger armor. They're faster. I mean, they're bred for speed, right? And like he could, with one slice, could kill probably 4 Ewoks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
What does Gimli say? I'm not built. You said that was all about speed. They're like, I'm not built for endurance, but we dwarfs are natural sprinters.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because they also have the speed and they have the endurance, which is crazy.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. The Ewoks need to get in and get quick. Or sorry, they need to be at range but quick.
Right.
And if they're not, Urukai's going to destroy them.
right, yeah.
Orcs are a little different. The most intimidating orcs are actually from. Are those goblins? No, those are goblins in Balin's tomb. Those are goblins.
Correct, Goblin Town.
Yeah, goblin. Yeah, I think goblins are way more sparky. Yeah, sparky, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like one orc is.
I think orcs are the lowest ones.
Yeah, orc is what they followed Merry and Pippin into Fangorn Forest.
Yes,
That's an orc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the grand scheme of things, if you did like power ranking by Tolkien villains, yeah, I think orcs you're low.
Yeah.
Goblins pretty darn close.
Yeah. Goblins are more long range.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you have Uruk-hai plus.
I think, yeah. In The Hobbit, we see the goblins when they get taken in the mountain. That's that's Goblin King, right?
I did like that guy. The Foehammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Goblin Cleaver. Yeah, I love that. It's such a good movie. Even though there's a lot of you know what I mean, there's a lot of fluff. I still like some of those. I mean, there's some really quality scenes.
Yeah.
I bet you if you did like a Snyder's cut and made them into one movie, but a really solid one movie across all three of those, it'd be really solid.
Yeah.
I bet you could pull it off. I bet there's some people who've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, what do you call it? Eric Foreman from That 70s Show. I can't remember the actor's name is, but he has a Star Wars cut like that, where he just basically takes all the prequels and like cuts a lot of the fluff out and puts it in with the original series. And it's like apparently supposed to be Harold to be like really, really, really solid.
Nice. Yeah.
Like he really appreciated it, Star Wars and what they're doing.
Yeah. Whenever we talk about The Hobbit, it always makes me think there's a scene in the show Captain America and Winter Soldier. It's a Marvel TV show.
Okay.
And it's obviously Bucky Barnes and the Falcon, and they team up. And so Bucky Barnes is like Captain America, like he fought in World War II, right? And then was frozen, then came back. And they were going to go fight some like sorcerers, essentially. And he goes like, Bucky Barnes is like, oh, so we're fighting wizards? Like Gandalf? And Falcon's like, you know who Gandalf is? And he goes, yeah, I read The Hobbit when it came out in 1939.
That's crazy.
And it just like
I didn't even
blows
think about it.
Sam's mind.
Because Tolkien fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jeez. That's crazy how old they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that franchise has truly lived it out. So that'd be a testament to, like, Star Wars, like, when our kids start bringing that up. They'd be pretty old. It might be our grandkids, actually.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, let's not think about that.
Yeah.
We're young and we're spry. We're still in our 20s.
Peter's kid.
Yeah. That's crazy. Woo. Still in our 20s. Still in our 20s. Yeah. Keep running yourself.
Barely.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, barely. Both of us are barely holding on by the thread.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mark, no, I totally appreciate that. That was fantastic. I love when we do festive episodes. And we also prepped this one with pumpkin Reese's and 2 Halloween Oreos, which, by the way, on record, they're the best Oreo.
They're pretty good.
They just changed the dye of the cream, but it's something about it.
So, yeah.
The skull on the back. I don't know. Something about the ratio.
Yeah, makes you excited,
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Now it just needs to drop 10 degrees.
Yes.
Then I'd be
right.
Prime time. 20.
Yeah. 20's good.
Yeah, 20.
I want to wear flannel too.
Yeah, I know. I'm collecting dust. I need to bring mine out.
Yeah.
So hopefully spooky season will be here. Who knows? We'll have to see.
Yeah. But with that, thanks for listening, everybody. Again, always reach out to us with questions, mix-ups, and what-if ideas, or anything else you want to hear us talk about on this podcast.
If you ask yourself, hey, where can you reach out? You can do it at X or Instagram at the Live Laugh Lore Pod, or you can also email us at the Live Laugh Lore Pod at gmail.com. That's Live Laugh Lore Pod, POD, at gmail.com.
Thanks, guys.